Hi, this is Emily. Welcome everyone as I travel to a very special place in rural Missouri. This is the first stop on our summer 2020 road trip. It's definitely a long way from home. We started our trip where we live, halfway between Atlanta and Chattanooga. About 13 hours later, we are about to arrive at a very special destination in the north central part of rural Missouri, or Missouri if you prefer.
Go.
I'm looking at this old-timey atlas. So here's this part of the trip. We start here, then it's a long drive through Nashville into Kentucky and Illinois, heading west through St. Louis, where we spent the night. Then we continued on US 61 and then US 36, which is the highway we're showing now. Quite a few grain silos in this part of the country. Lots of farming around here. Our exit is just up the road here. We are going to visit the boyhood home of one of the most recognizable names in U.S. entertainment in the small town of Marceline, Missouri. The arrow on the side of the road tells us where to go. Is it just me, or does the shape of Missouri look a lot like the state of Georgia? We've arrived at Marceline, Missouri, boyhood home of Walt Disney. Just outside town, we are passing by the Walt Disney Municipal Park, then the Disney complex. Looks like a large city park with a pool and recreational area. We've arrived at the Walt Disney Hometown Museum. In this museum, we will see how the Disney family arrived in Marceline, Walt Disney's upbringing, and his rise to success, including many displays from the opening of Disneyland. This museum opened in 2001. Looks like you can buy a brick to install at the museum's entrance. Let's take a look inside. Welcome to the corner of Ball Road and Harbor Boulevard, where Disneyland is located. Here's a bench loaded with signatures. This bench was in the Disney farm and was replaced with another, which also became covered with signatures. The first floor is mainly dedicated to various artifacts from the Disney parks, Walt Disney's family growing up, and how Disneyland was created. There are 2 floors in this museum. Looks like more fun awaits upstairs. This is a recreation of the schoolroom that Walt Disney attended. Another one of those benches loaded with signatures. We'll see another later on that is still in the farmhouse. This was probably my favorite part. Check out the miniatures of various attractions at Disneyland. So much attention to detail. Disney Farm, which we will see later, is located behind the home. There were serious conversations to build a Disney theme park right here in Marceline. The plans were dropped once Walt Disney proceeded with building Walt Disney World in the late 1960s. a ride in Disneyland called Midget Autopia, which is a smaller version of the Autopia ride, but made for kids. That ride was moved to Marceline when Disneyland replaced it with It's a Small World. I like the clocks on the wall. Lets you know what time it is here, at Disneyland, and at Walt Disney World. Taking a quick peek at the gift shop. They sell shirts, hats, bookmarks, and more.
Don't be sorry. This is a big decision here. There.
After we left the museum, we walked around the nearby area. Next to the museum is Ripley Park. This is a pretty good sized park. It is next to the museum on one side and the downtown area on the other. Over here they built a homage to the Midget Autopia course, where they have a sidewalk in that zigzag pattern like the current Autopia course in Disneyland. A nice water feature here with the fountain, and a walkway that crosses the water. A stage where they hold various events. Plenty of space in the park to see them. Had I known I could put chalk art here, I would have brought some chalk. No small town would be complete without a memorial to honor those who died serving our country. Not far from the museum, Walt Disney Elementary School, where the magic of learning begins. On school property is an original flagpole from the 1960 Olympic Games. Walt Disney was the chairman of one of the Olympic pageants in Squaw Valley, California. The center of town in Marceline is the inspiration for Main Street USA and Disneyland and Walt Disney World. All that's missing from this is Sleeping Beauty Castle at the end of the road, and you have Main Street and Disneyland. Right down to the clock alongside the road. Next time you see the clock on Main Street in Disneyland or Walt Disney World, you'll know where Walt got the idea. Very nice little town in the north central part of Missouri. Definitely worth the detour if you travel between St. Louis and Kansas City. It wouldn't be a small town in the US without a painted mural. Drink Coca-Cola, 5 cents. Here's another painted mural, welcoming us to Main Street, USA. To tell the truth, more things of importance happen to me in Marceline than have happened to me since, or are likely to in the future. That's how much of an effect this town has had on Walt Disney. No visit to Marceline is complete without a visit to the Disney family farm. This location is no longer owned by the Disney family, but the current owners allow visitors to walk through their property to the Disney family barn site. As a young boy, Walt Disney would frequently walk back here and sit underneath what is now called the Dreaming Tree. That tree is no longer there. However, a sapling from that tree was planted years ago and has become the son of the Dreaming Tree. Here's a photo of the original Dreaming Tree. This sign details when Walt Disney's parents moved to Marceline to get away from the hustle and bustle of Chicago. There's the Marceline water tower we passed by on the way in. Getting closer to the barn, just across this little bridge. This barn was described as Walt's happy place. Let's check out the inside. Inside the barn, people are welcome to write anywhere on the interior of the building and leave a signature. There is also a bench where you can sign your name. We've located the signatures of Justin Scard, his fiancée Allie, and Adam LeWoo. Right next to Adam LeWoo, Baby Groot signed his name. Give you a frame of reference where my dad assigned my name. Here I am near the ceiling. And here I am again, signing one of the walls.
Who wrote that?
Also, Baby Yoda and Stitch paid a visit. Awesome! And that's it from our visit to Marceline, Missouri. I really enjoyed the Walt Disney Family Museum. The miniatures of the Disneyland attractions were amazing. Well worth a visit if you're a Disney fan. Seeing Justin Scart's signature on the bench with the famous R symbol was pretty great too. Remember, the R stands for adventure. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and ring that notification bell. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and tell all your friends. Thanks for watching! Bye! Check out this fighter jet on the side of the road as we head toward Kansas City. My first part of the Missouri Barbecue Challenge is there. That's in the next video.